welcome to Graphic Novels, and today we're being introduced to Spider-Man. So you mean there's more than one? So there are many, many different versions of Spider-Man, and we're going to get introduced to him today. So think about what you know about Spider-Man. So I know in class, a lot of us had talked a little bit about this, and some people had told me about the radioactive spider, that he was against the Green Goblin, and certain things that you might have already known, but maybe there's some new things that we can talk about today. So our desired result is what value do graphic novels have as a literary medium? You will be able to have a basic background of Spider-Man, understand why there may be more than one version of a superhero, and be prepared to read Ultimate Comics Spider-Man. So let's meet Spider-Man. So Peter Parker is the original Spider-Man. He was bitten by a radioactive spider, and that gave him superpowers of super strength, enhanced agility, wall crawling, web slingers, fast healing, and a spider sense, sometimes called the Spidey sense, which would alert him to danger. With great power comes great responsibility, is a pretty famous quote from Spider-Man. Spider-Man was created by Marvel Comics in 1962, and the original Spider-Man comic title was The Amazing Spider-Man, and that had 700 issues, which is a ton. Other Spider-Man titles have included Astonishing Spider-Man, Avenging Spider-Man, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, The Sensational Spider-Man, Superior Spider-Man, and Ultimate Spider-Man, and the list will go on. But we have a new Spider-Man that we're going to be learning about, which is Miles Morales, and we'll be reading his first comic appearance. He's a young student just like Peter Parker, and he was bitten by a radioactive spider just like Peter Parker. It takes up the mantle when Peter Parker dies. Deals with similar issues, balancing a normal life like school, family, friends with his new superhuman life. Coming to terms with his new life is something that he'll really have to deal with. So, how can there be more than one Spider-Man? So, some superheroes have more than one version. The Flash had Jay Garrick, Barry Allen, Wally West, Bart Allen. Green Lantern had Alan Scott, Hal Jordan, Guy Gardner, John Stewart, and Kyle Rayner. And the multiverse. The multiverse. So the Marvel comic universe and the DC comic universe are actually multiverses. So a multiverse is a multiple universe existing simultaneously. So for DC, there's Earth 0, Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 3. Etc. For Marvel, it's Earth 616, Earth 1610, Earth 92131, etc. Each universe has its own version of certain superheroes. This way, multiple storylines can be told at the same time. Therefore, there are some universes where Peter Parker is still alive and comics are still being made about him, while in other universes, Miles Morales is Spider-Man. Pretty cool, right? I think that is so interesting. So this is sort of like a chain connecting all of the Marvel multiverses together. So we can see that there are so many different kind of roots and storylines that are weaved and entangled by these characters. So why create a new Spider-Man? Well, money. So new characters will equal new comics. So if somebody already has every single comic, now they have new ones that they want to purchase or get. More comics equal more money. New characters equal new merch opportunities, right? So new games, clothes, movies, things like that. It's a revive an inch of an interest in a long-lived series. It's a fresh start, so it also creates an easy entry point for someone just starting to read comics, and it can create new role models. So Miles Morales is the first Black and Latino Spider-Man. So this can revive interest in someone who had already been interested, and it can also get new people into it. And we're seeing a new role model, which is so important to see a first Black Latino Spider Man. So while you're reading, you should be looking for how Miles follows the hero cycle. What is Miles's ordinary world like? What event acts as Miles' call to adventure? Does Miles want to answer the call at first? Who serves as Miles' mentor and helper? How does Miles pass the threshold into being a hero? Who are his enemies? And what challenges does he face? So, those are things to think of as we read. We should also be looking for what could be considered Miles's innermost cave where he learns something important. How does he seize the sword? What is the ultimate ordeal? What happens once Miles returns to the ordinary world? How is Miles reborn at the end of the story? How has Miles been transformed and how will his world benefit? So these are all things to consider. Some pages, just a quick tip, are meant to be read top to bottom. So we can see here in this first example, they're reading top to bottom. But some pages are meant to read across 2 pages, the whole spread. So like when you open a book, if it was in front of you, you would read across the 2 pages, then go down and read across these 2 pages. So that's just a tip, quick tip. If a page is meant to be read individually, it's scanned that way. If a page is meant to be read across to the next page, then they are scanned together. So, what value do graphic novels have as a literary medium is our desired results. And remember, you should now be able to, at the end of this lesson, have a basic background of Spider Man, understand why there may be more than one version of a superhero, and be prepared to read Ultimate Comics Spider Man.